It is not rather the loose town of Atlantis but at the goal to Shire downwards Mourne Mountains a lie underwater story has been show. Spelga water reservoir is frequently complete to the edge in water supply save to be components of counties downward and Armagh. But the latter heat wave and dry weather has inflicted its delivery to fall, exhibiting which put on the water reservoir caught. Hundreds of human beings include been newcomer the dam to go on an old way how normally sits so under the water line. The water reservoir relating and region named as Reindeer's Grassland, that was submerged following Spelga Dam was built in the 1950s, creation the 600,000 sqm, millionth sq foot, pelvis. Separating the grassland was a way how gone among the mountains, connection hilltown countryside on one party of the Mournes in the fishery city of Kilkeel on the Somme. It too was immersed, in a new way constructed in its location on high land about the region of the water reservoir. It is the one how is utilized to the date. Now permanent, so over the water supplies shallow is the ancient, unique way how dates behind to the previous 1800s, and features a little axle how stretched the inland ban, that originates at neighboring Slieve Manure. Dr. Arthur Mitchell, a so-known drawing in the Mournes, remembers traveling on the old way up the dam was constructed. Thanks to Linda Paprika for send the picture of a branded King Enfield engine bicycle galloping the old way how rest. End of Facebook position by Story of Newcastle, co downward he treated as a GP in the region for nearly 40 years and shaped the Mourne Legacy Confidence, a preservation team how looks following the Mount Band. I lived in Downpatrick at the period and I heard about the old way up via Spelga. It was an extremely lively way, he told. This new way had to be constructed since the old way ran immediately via the Vale, so the new way had to bypass circle the dam and drop off downward the Vale to Hilltown. Its water supply standard does sometimes dip to a spot at that you can see the shallow of the old way. It is lot less than common to get a opportunity to see the axle. The recent period was in 2014. Now in his 80s, Dr. Mitchell has gone on the more than latter way about the water reservoir lot hundreds of times. I include seen Spelga really low up but I don't believe he's been so vulnerable for such a lengthy period as it has been the summer, he told. This land about the axle is vulnerable too and the unique channel, the resource of the ban, is obviously apparent at the min by the unique way since the water supply has fall so sharply. Up Reindeer's Grassland was submerged. It was a main website for cutsod for refueling fires, in farmers of the neighboring towns and villages manufacturing their way up to it, both of for job and for act, on to Dr. Mitchell. Lots while they were cutsod, ended up in a female of Hilltown or a female of Kilkeel. Sudcut was as well a public case. Milk herd grazed on the neighboring and successfully named Oil Mount and pigs were bred on Slieve Manure, that overlooks Spelga. The wood stumps on the water reservoir bed, now vulnerable as the water supply has receded, include a military story to speak. They are generally Scottish pine tree and they stipulated practically all of the wood for the Kilkeel and Hilltown areas for the charcoal hit following Planet War A, told Dr. Mitchell. And the water reservoir's low standard is giver new generations an understanding into which were one day the ways of lifetime. It proves how down there was a way via the center of the Mournes and how such early public manners and job took location in the mountains. It makes rumor a fact.